What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Block Hash podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Today, we're going to talk about Cardano ADA and the price chart and what we are looking at in terms of price action. Before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below in the video and things that you'd like me to take note on, things you have taken note on, or general opinions on ADA. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. And make sure to subscribe as well, support the channel. Really do appreciate it. If you can hear those explosions, for like the past year and a half, they've been building this building outside of my building, and they just keep blowing shit up. And it's the building's still not done. It's like they're just pretending to know what they're doing. It's a little annoying, so I apologize for any of those explosions, guys. Anyways, this is not financial advice. This is my own opinion. This is educational. This is to help you learn how to do it yourself as well. So get your own financial advice, do your own due diligence, and seek proper help if you are looking for that type of financial advice. Otherwise, let's jump into it, guys. So looking at Cardano, ADA, obviously it's been so much higher than where it is now. It was one of the best performers in the last bull market. This is something that I have been talking about for such a long time. I've been a huge ADA fan. I think what they're building in terms of a third-gen blockchain under Charles Hoskinson is incredibly important for pushing the space forward. Their ecosystem is thriving. They are pushing the boundaries in wrapped tokens like wrapped Bitcoin, in DeFi, in DEXs, in DAOs, and oracles. You know, they are all over the place. But very well put together, very succinct, and very excited for this next run up, and I think they will be one of the first to emerge out on top as we approach the next bull cycle, which looks like has already started. For reference, the last time we saw this type of a move was between, I think, beginning in March of 2020, leading into August. This began a little bit earlier in December, beginning of January, like everything else in our altcoin market right now, and is leading into April, but much more strongly. So zooming in to the past, blast from the past to get an idea. Like most things in the altcoin market, we see a move in November. For whatever reason, it always happens in November, and we get the big spikes, consolidations, big moves, consolidations, and then we go. So I'm looking for something similar to happen here as well. Cardano has done this in the past when it first came out. I mean, I need to get into a longer chart. I don't know why I'm on a Bittrex chart. I'm going to switch this up, guys. I apologize. Let's go to Binance. Bittrex. Bittrex is dead in the US. We need better charts. Sorry, Bittrex. I've used Bittrex for a long time, but now they're not operating in the US, and they screwed me over on Filecoin. I'm not very happy with them, but hopefully they beat the SEC in their potential upcoming lawsuit. So Cardano, since the beginning of the year, we've seen this nice funnel-like increase, which I love to see. One that Bitcoin has had and Ethereum has started to flash signs of as well, where we've got these big rallying momentums up, and then we pull back, and then we rally up, and then again it's pulling back here. Now the question is, and I think this might happen, does Cardano and most altcoins stop out somehow in here and we continue going and this gets steeper? If this gets steeper, we're looking at an imminent break, and that's something to keep a very close eye on, because otherwise it could come back down to this line. It could hit 35, 34, which, you know, off of 38 is not all that bad, to be honest. But we are breaking through some resistance here at 43.46. There's resistance up here at 52.49. A scattering amount of resistance in the 54, 55 level, and then 59.66, and then all open air. So there's a lot of little bumps in the road as we go, but there's a lot to be excited about with Cardano. Looking at the fibs here, let's say where we're at is bottom right now. Okay. Let's say we want to go up to 124, which I think is where we have the probably biggest amount of resistance. I'm just going to draw it up there. yeah, even if you go back historically, there's a lot of chitty chat in here, a lot of sideways action. So I don't think that Cardano is going to break down from here. This looks really good. I think the odds that we get to the 786 level at 57.9 sometime relatively soon is pretty optimistic. I think we got a good chance of doing that. And I honestly think we run through all these levels. I think Cardano is strong enough, and it has built itself up so well in the last bull market, and can be very parabolic. It's one of those cryptos that is a slow mover, but once it does move, it moves very strongly, and it takes a long time for it to come back down. So I do think Cardano is very undervalued, and I think once it gets to this level, if it gets to 124, it will pull back, but it's not going to just dump. You know, it's going to pull back maybe to 81, consolidate, and then move again. And that happens quite a lot back here. When we got these initial moves, like we got this first big pop above 38 cents and everyone started freaking out. We got a nice wick down to 68. We moved again, came down, moved again, came down. We went sideways for a while. This is a period I watched very carefully for a long time because I was unsure. But Cardano, even though it was fluctuating up and down in this pattern, it eventually made its way up because it was trending up still. If you look at the higher highs and you look at the higher lows, you know, relatively, like this isn't like super accurate, but you know, it's still moving in the upward direction. And then that resulted in a massive jump, pulled back extremely hard after going to 2.4, came back to 1, and then followed up with Bitcoin that fall and pushed to some tremendous highs, as high as $3. So what we're seeing right now with Cardano is nothing compared to what it can do. So what are the keys? What do we need to look for? So we need to look for these type of small moves where we get like 120 something percent. It's going to go from its lows. It's at 38. It's not at 16, thank goodness. But if we see something, I'm just going to drag this guy all the way over here, something proportional. I like to look for things that are proportional because we can find a lot of patterns. And patterns are everything in these charts, guys, because that's how the world works. We feed off of each other in terms of, look at that. That's a very sizable move right there, up to 59, up to 60. So if we stopped here and we went straight up over the next couple months, potentially, you know, we're looking at getting to this big resistance area here. And then shortly after 67 before we have all open air. So I expect a much larger move to come. We've already done since the beginning of the year, 84% in January, February, 100% in total. So 52% should be easy peasy. As long as there's no big hiccups for Cardano, you know, no SEC bullshit actions, no one saying Cardano is a security or this or that, or having massive wallet hacks or failures on the network like Solana, you know, there's no reason for Cardano to stop growing. These are very small moves, but is a very nice, strong trend to the upside. And for Cardano, every time you have strong trends to the upside, it pays off. You had it here, and it paid off. This is flat. I need to find an older chart to give you guys a bit more history, but I had Cardano before, you know, it did this a long time ago. Maybe on CoinMarketCap's the best place to look for that. But anyways, those are my thoughts right now on Cardano, to give you guys a bit of an update on where the ADA price is at. So look out for these key levels. I do think the next one that we hit is going to be either 52. So mark that in your mind, in your mental notebook, or getting close to 60 cents. We're getting close to almost a double if we do that. But I do think these are the next areas of resistance to hit. We break through those. There's a little one here. It's pretty much open room. So that's it on Cardano, guys. Be sure, again, to like the video if you enjoy this. Comment down below your thoughts on ADA. I want to know your opinion as well, and anything you want me to cover on Cardano in the future. Always happy to do more charts. And subscribe to the channel. Support us. Really appreciate everyone that does as we grow. This is all educational and all for you. Talk to you guys soon. Cheers.